Coming up on the next episode. So I'm here today with Bob. You all know Bob. Scranton, Pennsylvania is what it says down there on the screen, but you all know Bob. How you doing, Bob?
Okay, hello everybody.
Uh, we're we're here. Decided to go over basically how we got the idea for the BDST-1 signal tracer, and basically kind of go over a little timeline of how it went on and what made us come up with something like this, and just the general uh, overview of the whole thing, and then culminating in the fact that we have sold our first 10 kits now, and we are very pleased with that, I think, aren't we, Bob?
Yep.
And so
I just hope everybody has good time assembling them.
yeah, exactly. And that includes two going to the UK. Well, it doesn't include, we haven't got the second one, the parts for the second one, but we do have one going currently to the UK. So that'll be interesting to see how that works out. And but basically how we came up with this, Bob, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'm always looking for little projects to do, and I was looking, I don't know whether I was searching for a signal tracer or what I was searching for, but I came across one from, I think it was Pastime Radio, which I think is in England. And they had a nice, simple, basically a one chip using the LM380 for a signal tracer.
I remember it well.
They just had a switchable front end with a diode for the RF section, and not using the diode for the other.
Right.
And I put that together, and it worked pretty good, But like everything else, you're always looking for a little more sensitivity. So they're again looking at signal tracers. I saw this one little JFET one that it was a front end that they were feeding into a LM386.
Right.
So I took them through that together and put it inside the same case, that I was using, because I had a humongous case for it, really.
Right.
And that made it more sensitive. And that's about the time I started with Doug. I met Doug, and we started texting back and forth like crazy.
Yeah, that was about the same time I wanted to come up with basically a transistorized version of the Heathkit T4. And I just, at that time, you guys may remember, I had limited space on my bench, and I just figured that would be so much easier to maneuver around on the bench. And I thought, well, that should be easy job to do. And we kind of got together and worked this out a little bit. And I think the result was pretty good. You did a lot of testing on that, right, Bob?
Yeah. It's like everything else. You're always looking for something better, and there's loads of signal tracer schematics out there to take and try to throw together. So
yeah, we were playing with a bunch of them. I remember that.
And then when of course, when you're doing something like that, then you do searches on like even on YouTube or something like that. And okay, well, this guy's using this one. This guy's using this one. This one sounds good.
Right.
Is mine as sensitive as his, or is his more sensitive? And I took and if you look on my channel, there's one video that I took and made where I took and tested 6 or 8, I think it was.
Right. Yeah, that's the kind of the go-to for me. I went back and watched that several times. I think we ended up pretty good on that with the BDST, I believe, if I recall. It was just about as sensitive as the rest of them, or even better than most, I think. But yeah, that was a pretty good design, and that's when we decided basically to pursue that design and improve on it. Correct?
You're right.
So good. And we came out basically thinking, we had a pretty good winner there as far as what we had designed. And I think it was about that time you got into the KeyCAD with the circuit designs, and it just went sky high from there. Everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, the printed circuit boards used to be expensive,
Oh yeah, they
and
did.
once the Chinese manufacturers took and started offering the deals that they have out there, it's almost, if you can take and wait the time, or unless you really want to pay the postage or whatever,
Right.
to it's rather than take and try to make it on perf board, take and draw it up in KiCad and 2 weeks you can have regular printed circuit boards back to take and do your testing on.
I completely agree. It is better, but again, same time, sometimes it doesn't work out as well. But you know, you spend that $5 or whatever it is, and basically have a wasted board. But again, I think it's kind of a little bit better if you can breadboard it or perk board it or whatever you want to call it, and get the design to where it actually works, and then go from there. Then you can tweak it, I think. But you're the designer, so I'm
Yeah,
just the
well, it all depends on the circuit.
I'm just the
There,
idea guy here.
yeah, there are some things that you start running into problems when you're using perf board, especially if you got
Yeah, I
a
agree.
lot of
Capacity.
upper and lower circuits. The
Yeah,
nice thing about making the printed circuit boards is that they're double sided,
right.
so you can
Yeah.
have
The
traces on
ground
one side and
planes and
traces
stuff.
on
Yeah.
the other that cross each other.
Yeah.
Makes the wiring a lot easier. It's easier to take and condense the overall footage,
Right.
we'll
Right.
score inches as a board.
Yeah. So basically, like I said, we got that going and we come up with the initial design, and we decided to beta test it. We got several people interested in doing that, and we sent them the kits, and basically they tested them. And the first round didn't go as well as we hoped. I think there were some problems. I forgot now what the problem was. Do you remember, Bob?
Well, we had some bum chips there. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
trouble
yeah,
with the LM380. We thought that they were discontinuing it here, and all they did, they had to go lead free with it. The
yeah,
whole world's going to take and die from lead poisoning.
yeah.
So we took
Right,
and found that they are still manufacturing. Only you got to take and say that they're lead free.
right.
And
And well,
the
that
other
was about the
trouble
time we switched to the different preamp too, didn't we?
Yeah, well, yeah, we took and tried a couple different preamps. Originally, I took and had the on the board we had the JFET preamp or
Right,
whatever, and there again with the JFETs, it everything's going SMD.
right, right,
Tiny micro, and that I'm too old to take and get into stuff like that. Half the stuff I can't even see.
right.
You know, and so then I was looking at the Heathkit, they're again looking at signal tracer schematics, and I love Heathkit. So I was looking at the 5283, and they have it's broken down into two sections basically. They had a, a Darlington transistor front end on it
Right,
for a preamp, and then they had a like 7 or 8 transistor amplifier.
right.
So I just took basically the layout of the preamp section of that and put that on the board, and that seemed to work pretty really
Yeah.
good.
The amplifier section being still the LM380N, and that works really nice. So I'm very happy with the way it works and performs. I had it on the MFP for a while, and it seemed to work really, really nice.
Yeah,
But
especially after we took and found that probe board. We took and
oh
found
yeah, yeah, the probe. I forgot
a,
about that. You're right.
a probe that's both AF and RF without having to take and switch anything on it.
Right, right. Yeah, that was a good development too. Well, anyway, like I said, the second time we sent them out, I think we did much better. I think everybody said they worked pretty good. So we decided to go ahead and market them. Now, one of the changes that we did make basically was to not include a case. Um, I myself was having problems on how to use the case. I didn't like the case, number one. I felt it was too small. I know I wanted something small, but me, I'm never satisfied. But I just felt like, when you hook the probe to it, you do anything to move it around, the case was just flopping around all over the place, especially with the heavier RF cables. And so, like I said, I just thought, in the long run, I've installed mine in the MFP, And I thought, if you want to put it in a box, whatever size you want to put it in there, and do it
Right,
that
yeah,
way.
there's a lot of personal preference. You put yours in the
Yeah, yeah.
MFP. Greg took and mounted his in his copy of the MFP that he took and he,
Right.
and made. You know,
I agree. That's the way to do it. And so once we came up that, we figured we was ready to sell it. So basically we got all our stuff together and got her sold. So I did notice the one of the kits has arrived at its destination, which was really nice. So we should be able to get some feedback from the original buyers here soon on that, and I'm very happy about that. So I kind of think we it took a long time to do, and I had a fit for a while, and I wasn't happy with things, and I know that bothered you, and I'm sorry about that, but you know me, I'm never happy. But well, like I said, we've got it on the market now, and I'm hoping we can sell a few more of these. And again, we're up to 11 right now. As soon as we get the parts in for the next 10. So like I said, that's going good. I'm very happy. Also, I for my part have managed to get the packing, shipping, things like that, all down to a good rhythm. And Bob found some good bags and labels on things. And I've got my new Canon printer in here in the living room set up, print labels, and that's going well as well. So, and we're basically using the 6x9 brown envelope, whatever you want to call it, with the clasp on the back, and they fit in there really nice, and they're easy to mail. I can just drop them off the post office. I don't have to go in, and outside box, accepts that size. So that part is working very well. I'm very pleased with that. And so I guess we'll see how it goes. But for, our next trick, we're talking and have been talking about a simple AM plus, which Bob had came up with that a long time ago, and we really kind of got sidetracked on it, or at least I did. Now, we were discussing off camera here how things work for individuals and they don't work for other individuals. Bob had a good result with his. I have not had a very good result with mine. Now, I have not done the latest version of it, which we talked about in a previous video, that he sent an extra one, and I found the one he had sent. So gonna do that, gonna put that together and do that. Now, other things, we are working on the Probe ST. That we'll also talk off camera on that. I kind of feel like it's the next generation. There it is right there. I think it's the next generation of signal tracers as far as sensitivity and things like that, because the T4 was a good signal tracer and it stayed, but I think we've come a long way, and just like what Bob was talking about, miniature electronics, and I think that's a big key for stuff like that. And so with that, I can't remember, never can remember the number on that board, the little preamp board, but with that, in addition to the LM386, I think it works a pretty good combination to put together
Max
a really
9814.
What is it?
It's a Max 9814.
Yeah, that's it. So I think that's going to make a pretty good combination. And I think, what did you say on the boards on those, Bob? Did you say those had been shipped? Did you say those had been shipped, or you do have those now, or what?
No, the boards are on their way.
Okay.
No, those boards I have. Those I have to get them to you yeah. I have those. I just got to get, that's going to be in your package, hopefully Tuesday now.
Okay, all right. But anyway, so we're working on that. We're working on this I keep saying 30 watt. It's a 20 watt amplifier. That's a good little project. I think from listening to Bob's demo on that, I'm very well pleased with how that sounds. And it's not a powerhouse, obviously. I think probably we will market that if we do sell it, just as the kit itself, kind of like the BDST, no case, no nothing. Basically, if you want stereo, we'll go ahead and put 2 sets in there to do that. But and the parts to build the amplifier, but again, power supply would be separate. We may market as a power supply kit, offer links to the transformers that we suggest, things like that.
Yeah,
I think that's the way
that's
to
been
go.
working good. I've been using it with a Bluetooth receiver listening to YouTube videos like all day long with it and
Yeah,
stuff like that. And
it's a
it's
good
holding
design. I
up
like
good.
it. So
Transistors don't get hot or anything. So
that's another thing. We also had a request in one of the persons that bought one of the BDST-1 kits for a capacitor tester. Is that what it was?
signal injector.
Oh, yeah, well, we had one for capacitor tester too. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, signal injector. That's the one I was trying to think of. So Bob is again working on that. Bob's a little busy beaver over there in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So anyway, he got to talking about riding the bus to Seymour. He said basically you can't get there from here. So then we got to talking about airplane.
I mean, I tried going to Seymour from here because we have a bus station here, in town.
Yeah.
And I can't go to Seymour. I can't go to Columbus. But the closest I can get to
closest you got, I think, wasn't
it? Cincinnati or Louisville.
Yeah. So, but like I say, then he got to comparing that with flights, and I think the round trip flight was cheaper than the train ride, wasn't it?
Yeah. If I could get from here to Newark, which isn't that far really, or whatever, it's $158 round trip. Yeah. Where if I take the bus, it's $170 each way.
That's just crazy. I don't understand it, but I thought he was coming to visit, so I asked him what time he was going to be here, but he didn't give me no answer yet. So. But anyway, that's kind of a look back at the BDST history, whatever you want to call it. I kind of want to do that for our channel as well. Now we are pursuing a channel on YouTube for BD Electronic Kits, and in fact, we have it already. We just haven't done anything with it, but we are going to be uploading to that soon. I think it's kind of start off with a introduction type video. I worked out a little bit, and I may play that here in this video and show you what I've come up with as far as our little introduction. I thought that was kind of neat. So, like I said, worked out that much of it, and basically our bios is what we're going to want to do, as far as that. And I may go ahead and upload that to let people know and who we are and what we're doing and things like that. But eventually, I want to do some kind of showing the boards and things like that on the BDST, and basically do something like that to give people, because we're going to sell this thing. I mean, we're trying to keep, I think, 5 or 10 of them in stock at all time, and keep parts ready to go in case somebody wants one. We eventually are going to sell these on eBay, but again, the price will go up because of eBay, and so that part of it is coming up. But like I said, I kind of want to give it a little while on just doing it this way, because number one, it saves people money, and number two, it's easier for us to do without going through eBay and all that crap. So
yeah, if anybody has any idea, like you said, somebody was looking for that capacitor foil lead, type thing, and anybody has an idea for something, a small project or a small kit,
right,
that they'd like to see made or whatever, let us know. And if it's something feasible, then we might do it.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Bob. Like I said, people have this little now signal injector that's going to cover what as far as kind of range.
It'll be audio. It'll be 1,000, right around 1,000 cycle audio tone, and it also it'll be on a 455 kilohertz.
So you'll have RF and audio output.
Right. So you keep right. Well, the same output will take and test both.
Right. That's what I mean, but you'll have a way to switch it or whatever. So
Right.
yeah, that'll be good. I like that. And you've got it basically to what size?
The size of our probe.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. So that would be a good deal, I think, and happy about that. So Bob kind of ran with that one without I didn't even think too much about it. I just somebody has suggested, signal injector, and I thought, well, that'd be a good idea, but I didn't think it'd be, one he'd come up with that quick.
Well, it's like, remember the one I sent you?
Yes, I do. I still got that.
Right. Well, it's that exact circuit, only condensed down to take and fit inside our probe.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, I can't remember exactly where we left off with that, but I know I was getting, I don't think I might have even got audio. I don't think I ever traced it out. At that time, I was into doing other stuff. But yeah, I've got that. I've got the little.
We get diverted really easily.
Yes, we do. That's probably the biggest problem we got. But like I say, it's been fun, Bob. I've enjoyed it. I really have. And, I know you call me boss, but it's just funny because I felt like the employee when I was putting these things together. I'm thinking, well, I bet you Bob thinks he's the boss now. So like I say, it's been a good time. I've enjoyed it. And so I'm really happy about that. And I thank you, Bob, for your time this afternoon doing this, because I'm going to put this on video probably Tuesday is when it'll come out.
Okay.
I didn't do anything Friday because, well, one thing, we were working on the BDST, getting those done and trying to and stuff like that. But had to wait on Amazon to get here with the labels and things like that. But once we did, I got all those mailed out, the rest of them Friday and Saturday morning. So all the ones we have in stock have been mailed out, and we've got parts ordered now for at least 10 more. So those parts will be in, like you said. What day did you say? On the boards?
Well, the boards they ship from China, so
yeah. So they're on the way. And because we still have to get a 1N34A diodes and the LM380 chips from DigiKey, but we haven't came up. That's another thing. Anybody's got a good source out there for 1N34A diodes, let us know.
Genuine, real ones.
Yeah, genuine. Yeah, exactly. Not the ones that's Schottky or whatever.
Not the Schottky diodes that they're selling as 1N34s.
Yeah, those aren't good. So basically, if you do, let us know. And I think that the best price we found is what was it? I can't.
They're almost $1 a piece. Yeah.
Yeah, they're $1 a piece, right? So that's kind of expensive, because for 10 kits, that's going to be $20 worth of diodes. So, like I said, we're trying to keep the cost down, because we don't want to raise our prices or anything like that. And I understand these are probably getting harder to find because they're germanium, but at the same time, there's got to be somebody out there that's selling these things at a reasonable cost. I've tried Tata; they don't have them. I tried several other places. NTI, is that the place I think I found them?
Well, NTE, yeah.
NTE, yeah, NTE. That's where they were 96 cents a piece, I think. But so I don't know. That's guess where we're gonna have to get them, because we got to have them for this next bunch. So until we do find something better, I guess we'll go with that. But anyway, like I said, Bob, I want to thank you again for your time this afternoon doing this, and I appreciate that.
Never problem, Doug.
And like I said, I appreciate all your help naturally. And so I guess we'll sign off for now, unless you have something else you want to say.
No, I don't have anything else, Doug. That's it.
That's it, huh? Okay. Well, all right. Like I say, we'll let it go at that, and I guess we'll talk at you all later.
Everybody take care.